What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuck Rule Takes episode 231. Episode 231, the Brian Hoyer, Akib Talib episode of Tuck Rule Takes. I know I've used Brian Hoyer a couple times, but I can't think of any
Yeah.
other. Who's another two that was a Patriot player,
Currently we have
right?
Jesus Christ. No, it's
Jesus.
the pass rusher from Tennessee, dude. I'm losing my mind. He's a Vrabel guy. Oh my God. He was
Harold
hurt most of
Landry?
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
Harold Landry.
Harold
Oh, okay.
Landry, number
The
two.
Harold Landry and Akib Talib episode of Tuck Rule
Yes.
Takes. There we go. I forgot about him
Yeah.
because he was out for
Yeah.
however long. Okay, cool.
Or
Harold Landry, Akib
yeah.
Talib, 231. Gang is all here. I'm Mike. Al is here. Liam is here. How you guys doing today? How's your week? And quick question: Memorial Day plans. Do you guys have any Memorial Day plans?
Absolutely nothing. I am chilling all day. I am enjoying an extra day off. Baseball season's over. I actually have time to myself again. It's great. So I am going to be kicking back, putting my feet up, and just relaxing. It's going to be great.
There we go. There we go. That was Al, by the way, for anybody wondering. Liam, do you have any plans Memorial Day? What are you doing? I'm sure you got some crazy shit going on, right?
Yeah. Not even really particularly. I'm gonna go out and get rip roaring drunk tonight, and then tomorrow I have a fire to go to and a cookout, which will be tight. And then Sunday and Monday both, I plan on taking a bunch of things that Al and his wonderful fiance know about. And I have a beautiful spot, a river, right butting up against a highway road up in your fine state of New Hampshire. And I'm going to lay in this river for 2 days and just have the greatest time of my life. I'm very excited.
You're gonna take cocaine, right? That's what you're talking about. You're gonna
Yeah, yeah,
inject it directly in.
that's exactly it. That's the type of stuff that would make me want to mellow out and get
I know,
into a river.
right? Like it's the
Precisely. Yeah,
opposite.
I'm just like wired. Like,
Let me ask you guys something about Memorial Day. By the way, obviously I feel like everybody is doing some sort of cookout type thing. That's what I'll be doing as well. Do you put Memorial Day up there with the Fourth of July? I feel like those are the two big like grilling, drinking, whatever type holidays, right? Like I feel like people still do fireworks for
Yeah.
Memorial Day. Like, do you put it up there with Fourth of July, or where do you put it? They're close to, they're close together. I've always wondered
I
this.
I think they're pretty close because also too, don't forget, Memorial Day is kind of like the kickoff for summer. It's like the weather's starting to become
Son of a bitch, it is.
consistently because the weather's consistently nicer. Pools start to open up. You know what I mean? The beaches start to open up, especially here in New England, and everything else too. So you know what? I kind of have them hand in hand. Obviously, a little bit different reasons that you celebrate each of the holidays, but guess what? They're
Mhm.
both significant and they're both, like you said, great grilling days and great days to just have some fun and just be around people. Like that's the best part about it. Just your people, not random people. The people that you want to actually
I
be
was
around.
just gonna say, dude, the worst
Right.
thing that you said there said, "Let's go, let's be around people." I don't
That's
ever
why
want to
I
be
made
around
sure.
people.
That's why I made sure that I corrected it because I know you especially. You like to be
Fucking
Mr. Loner, and
never.
that's fine.
Oh
But
my God. If
like,
I could just be, you know, the pictures you see, if there's like a house on like the middle of like an island and there's like trees all around it, they're like, how
that's
could
you.
anybody
That's
live there?
literally you.
I'm like, I will do it. I will be that. I will bite that bullet. The reason I like Memorial Day more, I didn't even think it is like the official kickoff of summer or like the unofficial kickoff. And another thing, I understand I am the older one of the podcast, so maybe this makes sense to have this take. I fucking hate fireworks. Cannot stand fireworks. I think they're dumb. I think they're loud. I have cats. The cats freak out. I try to sleep. People light them off right outside my window. I don't like it. I've never liked fireworks. Like I live in Florida. You go to Disney and they do the fireworks show at the end. I'm not a fan of it. I like when they do the light show. That's cool. Fireworks, I do not like them. So I give the edge to Memorial Day. Liam, do you have a preference? Or I guess like it's really just drinking either day. That's really the best part,
yeah,
though, right? Like
certainly. And to commemorate that phrase, that's the good stuff. Uh, to
it's
your
the good
Fourth of
stuff, and he opens
July.
like a Bud Light, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
That's the
actually
good
a
stuff. Yeah.
lukewarm Bud Light. I
Even
love it.
worse. What are you, a
I love it.
19 year,
I
you like 18 in
you
college?
know I
Ah,
have to have my beers room temperature. Ever since my college days, my favorite watering hole in college, I'd walk into the bar and I'd be like, oddly enough, the bartender's name was Al, miserable
ah,
old divorced alcoholic man, but he was awesome. And I'd walk in and be
looking
like,
into the future, Al.
usual Al, and he'd be like, room temperature heavies, and I'm like, yep, and he'd always have room temperature Budweiser for me.
Room temperature heavies too? What do you
Yeah,
do? Put them in the
I
microwave?
Wow.
love it. It's so
Like,
good.
here we
I
go.
like
Quick 10
I
seconds
like
in the microwave.
room temperature Guinness, Bud Light, and Budweiser. Just the holy
Guinness is fine.
trifecta.
I
I
understand
love all
Guinness.
of those. They're
I
really
understand
good.
the Guinness.
Room temperature red stripe too is a sneaky one. But back to your overall question. 4th of July, Memorial Day. This is the first year where I felt like Memorial Day is being celebrated like it's the 4th of July, like all my coworkers have something to do. I didn't realize everyone gets it off. If I have it off, that means fucking everyone has it off. And
Hmm.
technically, I work 24/7, 365, so I don't have it off, but I don't have to check my shit. I can go to the gym in the middle of the day. It's going to be really nice. Um, but yeah, no, I'm feeling it this year. I feel it. Excitement's in the air, and I agree. It seems like this start of summer, the hell raising heat of the summer. I can feel it. So pretty jazzed up.
Yeah, it does feel like an actual holiday. And like I think like as you get older, holidays don't feel like holidays anymore. This one actually
Yeah.
feels like something. So I'm gonna pick up some alcohol tomorrow and we'll have ourselves a time. But today we're here to talk not a lot going on in the world of really football for the most part. I feel like these next few weeks are kind of the dead time in football until really training camp kicks off and you get the joint practices and all that stuff. Big date that a lot of people are looking forward to, obviously, is June 1st. And you know what? I do just want to get it out of the way. I'm sorry, Liam. We did say no more AJ Brown topics, but there is somewhat of a reason to bring up the AJ Brown thing now. Just real quick, if you wanted to, drink your lukewarm beers, your microwave beers, you could. Al and I are going to chat about it real quick. Uh, Adam Schefter, the football god for when it comes to reporters, as far as anybody is concerned, he went on a couple things. He went on a couple radio shows. He went on the Pat McAfee podcast, but he also has his own podcast. He said, and I quote, I will remain in the camp that we've been in for the last 6, 7 weeks, which is that I still think Brown is getting traded. I still think he's getting traded on or shortly after June 1st. I still think that the New England Patriots are going away the lead contender to land AJ Brown this offseason. The other teams have had their opportunities throughout the offseason, but I still think when it is all said and done, as we've said, that the Patriots will wind up agreeing to a deal that will land AJ Brown in New England and reunite him with Mike Vrabel. Now, this is also off the back of 98.5. There was some Philly reporter who was on there basically just saying that the word around the team is that like we're all expecting him to be gone. Like he's not an issue. Everybody loves him. The only real issue is between him and Jalen Hurts. They have their own little beef. Everybody else, you can't Google any sort of is AJ Brown an off the field issue. He is not an off the field issue,
No,
but
model
all
citizen.
the word coming out of Philly is that he's going to be gone. And the word coming out of Adam Schefter, a very trusted source, someone who is really a figurehead for a lot of the teams, is saying that he is going to be a Patriot. So, Al, I know, Liam, we're not going to stay on this long, but Al, I just want to ask you kind of thoughts on the Schefter report and if you had anything else to the A.J. Brown saga.
The thing with Adam Schefter is he's been consistent with AJ Brown to New England, AJ Brown to New England, AJ Brown to New England. And Adam Schefter is one of the most dialed in, if not the most dialed in reporter in the NFL. He knows what's going on with all the NFL teams. He does. I wanted to throw this question at Liam. Now I already know how he's going to answer it, but I'm still going to ask it anyway because, why not? Now, Liam, I'm going to humor you for a second. And I'm going to say there is a chance AJ Brown doesn't get traded because maybe Howie Roseman's like, you know what? There's no good deals out there. AJ's a good player. We're going to keep him here and we'll just, figure it out with all the receivers. I'm aware that can happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. Now, do me a favor, Liam. Humor me for 5 seconds and then you can go back to your thing. If AJ Brown does get traded, if he does, and again, give me 5 seconds and then you can go back to whatever. Who's the team that would actually get him? Who do you think would actually trade for him? One team.
Great question, Al.
I mean, the simple answer, one team, obviously with all the rumors, the obvious answer would be the Patriots.
Right. But who do you think?
Recently, it's tough because this one's harder for me to take my bias out of. I don't
I know.
want him to go anywhere else but the Patriots if he is getting traded. And now there are all these rumors about the Chiefs, and the Chiefs make a ton of sense. Like Rasheed Rice is currently in jail
30
until the
days.
17th of next
As we
month.
speak, he is in jail.
Yes,
Yes.
is currently right now in jail. And the Chiefs just make things happen. It's wildly annoying. Andy Reid, Howie Roseman,
Mhm.
former coworkers. That one makes a lot of sense. When I saw that, I was like, that would suck, and that would make sense.
Okay.
But the connections with AJ Brown to the Patriots are there as well. I guess like I'll take the generic route. Yeah, the answer would be the Patriots.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I just want to know who you thought. So you can go back to your Philly
Yeah.
bias now. You can say he's not going to get
Yeah, I
traded.
hope it's the Patriots. If
That's
he
fine.
does get traded, which I don't think he will, I hope it's the Patriots because it would be awesome. He's the best receiver in the league. It would be a blast.
Okay. Thank you for entertaining me. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, I can do that.
So there you go.
So
But
what? Who do you think, Al? If it's not going to be, if it wouldn't be the Patriots?
see, the Chiefs, Liam is right about one thing. The Chiefs does make sense, but I'm also thinking Stephon Diggs kind of makes sense for the Chiefs too. A veteran
Yes.
receiver, just came off a 1,000-yard season. Looks like he's healthy after the knee injury and everything. So great. Not that this team would make sense, but it would kind of be, I'm not gonna lie, it would kind of be funny if he did. The Jaguars are another team that's getting thrown around. But then I
Mhm.
think to myself, would AJ Brown really be happy going from Jalen Hurts to Trevor Lawrence? Like I can't see it. I can't. Now, if he goes from Jalen Hurts to Drake May, he's gonna be like, oh shit, MVP runner up. I got my coach back. Probably gonna be the
Yeah.
number one receiver in the offense. Like it makes a
Just
lot
went
of
to a
sense.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Just went to the Super Bowl exactly. But if there's a team out there, and I know the Rams were thrown in there, but the Rams,
Yeah.
I like the Rams just as a NFC team, but they don't strike me as a team that's going to pull that big of a move right now
Yeah.
because then they'd have to get rid of a piece, and it's like, why are you going to get rid of that piece right now?
The Eagles play the Rams every regular season and consistently in the playoffs the last three
Right,
seasons. You are not
exactly.
fucking giving him to the Rams.
Correct. Exactly. He's going to go to an AFC team. I think that's if he does get traded, he's going to the AFC. That's a fact. The Bills were in there, but obviously they got DJ Moore. So I think the Bills are out. So I think
Yeah.
it really like and I'm trying to take my bias out of it now. Liam has his bias for the Eagles. I have my bias for the Patriots. It's hard to see a world where if AJ Brown does get traded, it's not to the Patriots. I mean, it's like I said, the Chiefs would make sense. But then, and I'm going to repeat myself, Diggs makes sense to the Chiefs too. So I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's hard for me to really think that AJ Brown's going elsewhere if he does get done.
So let me read off the Chiefs' current wide receiver depth chart right now. And I want you to tell me, why don't we just hold up fingers? How many of these guys we know? Xavier Worthy,
Okay.
uh, Tyquan Thornton's Tiny Wrists,
Yeah. Yeah.
Rasheed Rice,
Somewhat. Yeah.
Jalen
He's
Royals. Nope. Nico Remigio.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Big
Yeah.
Nico.
Yeah. No. No, you don't. Okay. Yeah. Xavier Lloyd.
Heard,
No.
heard of,
That's a fake
heard,
Heard of?
person.
Okay.
That's a
heard.
fake person.
Jimmy Holiday, not the guy who crashed in the plane, the MLB player.
No.
No, nothing. Omari Evans.
Almost, but
No,
no.
almost. Yeah. Jacob DeJesus.
Oh yeah, they call him Big J.
Yeah, those
Nope, they don't.
receivers stink.
These are terrible. And there's way more. Jeff Caldwell, don't know him. Jason Brownlee, don't know him. Cyrus Allen, don't know him. Andrew Armstrong, don't know him. Those are all Chiefs wide receivers. They
Juju,
have,
no Juju.
nope.
Oh, thought he was still in the Chiefs.
The Chiefs did the greatest thing that could have ever been done. And they put Juju in a little capsule and launched him into the sun. Juju's
He
dead. He
said,
doesn't
"Get the
exist.
fuck out of here."
So yeah, so he's no longer on the team. It's awesome.
So the Chiefs, by the way, I'm looking. I get all the teams' cap space pulled up because I just wanted to see. I think that does come into play a little bit, even though I know you can manipulate contracts to kind of help you stay under the cap. The Chiefs have the second lowest cap space with $4.7 million.
Oh
So
wow,
if they
that's
want
nothing.
to, the team trading for AJ Brown is going to take on about $23 million in cap space. Now, again, you can obviously put some of that to whatever you can rework a deal or whatever you want to do. But if you're trying to do that with $4 million, I just do not see that happening. So I know that people are trying to make the Chiefs happen. Stop trying to make fetch a thing. It's not going to be a thing. I don't think so, Liam. You're right though, Liam, where you said like they always seem to like make something out of something. So like it would be annoying. Al, you brought up the Rams. The Rams got 25 million, so they could make it work. They could rework a contract. They could do some stuff there. And him going AJ Brown going from Jalen Hurts to Matthew Stafford, nothing wrong with that. You go from, instead of the runner up to the MVP, you go to the actual MVP winner. So I get that. But I want to throw a team out there to you guys because this team has always gotten Patriots players when we wanted them. And they have $54 million in cap space, so they can do whatever
I
they
know who
want.
this is.
The Tennessee Titans. The
Oh,
Tennessee
that's not what I was
Titans
expecting.
have consistently. I think they got AJ Brown at one point in the Patriot, and like we wanted him from the Titans or whatever. Remember Julio Jones? Julio Jones, oh, he's coming to the Patriots. Nope, went to the Titans. Remember DeAndre Hopkins? He's coming. He's got
Layup.
no, he's not. Like they
Even got
just
him in the building.
they always seem to swoop in. And I could see them being like this dark horse team. I don't think it's going to happen realistically, but if we're just throwing shit at a wall, like I could see that. But Liam, what team were you thinking when I was bringing
Raiders.
up a team? Yeah, no, I mean the Raiders, I could see that too. They have money. They got like 24 mil. Like I could see it.
And if you think this Chiefs wide receiver depth chart is dog shit, take a look at the Raiders one. It
Do,
is
do they
ugly.
still have Jacoby Myers, right? I think that's the only one.
Uh,
That's the only
I
guy they
th-
have.
I think no, he's on the Jaguars. He was traded.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad. God
So
damn.
no,
Fuck,
they
I
don't.
completely forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
like
terrible.
I don't know. Like I mean, we can sit here all day and kind of go back and forth, but I just think it's going to be the Patriots. I think judging by how these teams drafted and how they've been moving, like you just have to assume like Howie Roseman's very good at what he does, but he's also good at what he does because he's not an asshole. He's not like people can trust him when they're making deals, even if they think that he's going to win the deal if he has some sort of again, not everybody's using the term handshake deal. I'll use it. And obviously they don't have like a pencil written deal. But if there's just something in place for him to renege on that, that would be crazy. And that would be something that's a saying. That's a saying enough. Like if he were to kind of do that and kind of pull an audible and leave that deal, that'd be crazy because other NFL owners would know that he did that. And any sort of deal that they do with him in the future, teams might not want to do a deal with them because they'd be like, well, you had a deal with the Patriots, and now all of a sudden you just pulled out of that. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna go elsewhere. So realistically, the only team he could go to or he's going to go to is the Patriots, I think. Like it just makes sense for everybody involved. So,
Guess who is on the Raiders right now as a wide receiver?
oh, is it Juju?
No,
Who
Who?
is it?
better.
Better.
Philip Dorsett.
No
Oh,
way.
yeah, he was, wasn't he? Didn't he have like
He
some? Yeah,
is
I feel like I remember
currently
that.
right
Oh,
now.
damn.
Didn't play last year, and he's on the Raiders.
Good for
Wow.
him. Good for him.
Look,
Tom Brady getting his guy. Getting his
seriously.
guy.
Huh.
But no, I do think he's going. And as we get closer, I just want to throw it out there. It seems like the talk is it's going to be a first round pick. I've stayed very firm on my belief that I do not give a shit. Because I think draft picks are at best lottery tickets and you could win or you could just be wasting your money. Use that to get someone that you can use for the next 2 to 3 years. Would you guys be happy with a first round pick going to the Eagles for AJ Brown? Whatever else is in there, if there's a player, whatever, but just the main thing being a first round pick from the Patriots. would you guys be happy as long as AJ Brown got here?
Yes, but I would also try to see if you can say to Howie, hey, give us like a little kicker here. Give us like a fourth or fifth rounder, like back
So,
as well.
so that report was out there that the deal, there'd be some sort of a sweetener in the deal where it would be like the
Right.
Patriots send a first and like a sixth or whatever, or even a player, whatever you want to do, a first and then like a kind of lesser thing. And then the Eagles give you AJ Brown in a fourth.
Mhm.
I would do that all day. And I know Patriots fans are gonna, oh, you can't give up a first. Oh my God. Like, what are you missing out on? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, if the season goes how it should, that first round pick should be nowhere higher than 27, 28, assuming things go how you expect them to go this year. So, like, come on, I don't know. But Liam, do you have any thoughts of the compensation, or are you not letting your mind think about it until it happens or doesn't happen?
I mean, it definitely has to be a first round pick. It's going to be a deal that Patriots fans are like, why the fuck would we do this? Which
They're gonna
really,
hate it.
if they gave up a fourth round pick, Patriots fans would be furious. But like, it's going to be something that people think is egregious because Howie Roseman's going to get his way.
Yep. Yep. And
Yep.
he will. And guess what, guys? No one's going to be complaining when AJ Brown puts up 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. So
Yeah.
let's just calm down. Okay. Makes Romeo
Yep.
Dobbs look better, makes the whole room look better. So we'll see. There will be after this episode, there will be one more episode, and then it will be the do or die episode. Did AJ Brown get traded or not? So we have one more episode and then we'll know. Then we'll be into June and we'll know if the deal happened. I did see a report saying that the league, it was a rumored report, but that the league would like the Patriots and Eagles to wait a little bit and not just do it right on June 2nd or June 1st, just to kind of like give the illusion that, teams don't have like handshake deals or whatever. I thought that was funny. I think the deal gets done June 1st because I guess they can do it anytime after 4 o'clock. So
Just to humor for a moment, how electric would it be if AJ Brown was on the Patriots? So like he automatically makes your offense infinitely better.
Oh, it'd
I
be
think,
incredible.
yeah, that will be a crazy episode because, like, we're not going to dive into it, but just that receiving core, like, it just makes
Yeah.
everybody better.
It won't
Everybody,
be because it's not
including
going to
Drake
happen.
May.
But yeah, yeah, no, it would be electric. It would be sick, and there's something to be said for that because Mike's so old. Electric. He remembers when the only thing electric were eels, chairs, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. So
Eels are still electric, buddy. Get out and
yeah,
learn
well,
something, okay?
now a lot more
Yeah,
things are.
pay attention in school.
Back in my day.
All right, so we're moving on from AJ Brown. I think I'm going to put it out there now. We will not talk about him next week. We will give
Thank
everybody a week off of
Christ.
AJ Brown talk, and then finally, the first episode in June, we will be talking about AJ Brown one way or another. Um, but again, not much to talk about. I did agree with, I believe it was Al. I think you brought it up. The first 4 weeks of the season have been kind of like a hot topic recently. A hot topic, you talk about being old. Hot topic was the place to be at a mall. Do you guys even know about malls? Did you guys go
Oh,
to
of
malls?
course.
Yep,
Yeah.
and Hot Topic. Used to have all the sex shit.
Dude, that was the section where like you walk back there and you're like, oh my God, like shit, should I
Like,
be here? Is
whoa.
that a dildo? What is
Like I don't
that?
even know what to do with this thing.
Oh, I had no idea what some of the things are. I still don't. I still don't know what some of
Yeah.
the things do. But first 4 weeks of the season, you got a lot of people saying, that it's a gauntlet. This is like a rough 4 weeks. And I, to the surprise of none, I do not agree. I don't get it. So the Patriots' first 4 weeks of the season, they are in Seattle. They come home to play the Steelers. Then they go to Jacksonville and Buffalo.
Mhm.
Buffalo's in Buffalo, right, Al? They go
Correct.
to Buffalo to play. Okay, so that's one home game, three away games. But before I kind of get your guys' opinion on it, obviously Seattle's a tough one. You got they're going to be raising the banner. It's the first game of the year. That is a tough game. I'll give people that. Um, the Steelers with old man Aaron at quarterback, with McCarthy as the head coach, like brand new coach, brand new team, basically, or team when it comes from coaching it. Jacksonville, you worried about Jacksonville? I'm not. And then Buffalo, I know there's one person here who thinks that's going to be a layup. But yeah, I wanted to throw it to you guys. First 4 weeks of the season, people are talking about the Patriots will be 1-4 at, I mean 1-3 at best. Um, I do not agree, but how do you guys feel about it? Al, since it was your topic, you want to go first. How do you feel about the first 4 weeks of the year in the commentary around it?
I'm gonna say that they're gonna go 2-2. I think a lot of people are negative about this team. I think they get blown out in Seattle game one. They come back and win the home opener against Pittsburgh. They win the Jacksonville game, and then they lose to Buffalo in a close game in Buffalo in week four. And then they're gonna come upon a stretch where they can get some wins, kind of pad the record, and then they have to go through a little bit of a lesser gauntlet after the bye week. So, I mean, if you're 2-2, you're fine. They were what? They were 2-2 last year. They were
Right.
2-2 after 4 weeks. And look at what they did. They ended up going 12-1 the rest of the year. So, like,
Hmm.
again, just make it through September, which they can do. We'll
So
see.
2-2, is that where you actually think they'll go, or is that just a
Yes,
record, or is that like the lowest record that you think that you'd be happy with?
I think that's what they're going to be. And that's what also I would be happy with. I'd be fine with either one.
Okay. So you're saying they probably lose to Seattle, win the middle two, and then lose to Buffalo? You
Yes.
think
Yeah.
that's probably right? Okay.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah, lose a lose sandwich, basically. So lose,
yep.
win, win, lose.
Yeah. All right. Liam, gauntlet of a first 4 weeks. Even though you do get like a mini little bye from that first week to the second week, I don't know if that's going to mean anything. I don't know, but I think it's nice. How do you feel about the first 4 weeks and all the bullshit around it?
I'm more on your side, Mike. I think it's a lot of horseshit. Like, who's afraid of the Jaguars? Like, they're not good or scary. Like, they made the playoffs. That's really cool. No one cares. No one still likes Trevor Lawrence.
Hmm.
Like, the coach is doing some really cool stuff down there. He runs some incredible plays. I can't say enough about the coach. The talent's just not there. And it's also a cursed franchise. I don't believe in them at all. So at least the backload, like Jaguars, Bills, dude, those should be layups. Like, I think you should take both those teams down with relative ease.
The
That's
Bills in
that's
Buffalo?
the Bills in Buffalo is barbecue chicken, free money, easy pickings. Um, but I'm with Al. Like the first week, I don't know if they're going to get blown up, but I don't think it'll be easy either. I'd say they lose by 10. At the most, they lose by 17. But like, and then Aaron Rodgers is the Steelers quarterback. It's since the last episode, there were rumors, and now it's been confirmed,
Mhm.
and we're going to lose. I'm going to change my
Oh yeah, how do you
prediction.
feel about that? That's your boy. You said that if
I'm
the
so
if Aaron
stoked.
Rodgers goes back, so how are you feeling about that? When I saw
Excited.
that report, when that report came across my table, I said, "Oh, I got to find out how Liam feels." How do you feel about it? Your boy's
I'm
back.
so excited.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It gives airs of Brett Favre in his last year in Green Bay. Or no, probably I think it was his last year. Yeah, because a lot of young guys, and then he was like 37 years old or whatever, and they went to the conference championship game, and then he threw this back-breaking pick to Corey Webster, which was dumb as
Yep.
fuck. But classic Brett Favre, fuck him. But this is different.
Fuck him.
Like it feels like there's a mysticism in the air. They bolstered the receiving core. He's back for one swan song season with Mike McCarthy, who's just gonna let him air it out. Knows Aaron Rodgers as a player. The mobility is not there as much as it used to be, but it's not completely evaporated either. Uh, but Aaron Rodgers can still sling it. And most of all, I'm happy that Aaron Rodgers decided to give me another year watching him play football because he is fucking incredible. And if as long as I keep getting one more year, one more year, one more year of Aaron Rodgers, I'll take it. I'm so excited to watch this dude play football. And the Steelers are going to beat the Patriots in week 2.
Okay. Um, let me ask you something. So the Patriots and Steelers did play last year.
Yeah.
Do you remember Aaron Rodgers' game?
Yeah, he had a pretty good DM.
He went 16 of 23 for a buck 39, two touchdowns and a pick. Um,
Yeah.
not
The pick
n-
wasn't his fault.
not the best. Okay, which is fine. Which is fine.
It was that one over the middle to Spillane who took it back almost for a touchdown.
Now, if I remember correctly, the Patriots had five turnovers that game, or was it
Yeah,
six?
but only
Five.
one of them from Aaron Rodgers.
No, no, no. Yeah, no, the Patriots had five. No, they turned the ball over five. the Patriots
Oh yeah,
4.
they turned the ball over. Yeah,
Yeah. So let me ask you, and they lost by one score.
Steelers fumbled twice.
Why do you think the Steelers are going to beat the Patriots when you have Aaron Rodgers, 1 year older, 1 year more out of shape, 1 year more
He's
mentally out
definitely
of
not out of
football,
shape.
1 year more
Definitely not
mentally out of
that.
football? Mike McCarthy,
Mm,
who big tub of fun over there. I like him, but
yeah,
yeah, I don't think he's
I
going to
don't
do
like him,
anything.
but motherfucker can run a good offense. I hate him. He sold his soul, but
So how many turnovers are the Patriots going to have to come up with to lose to the Steelers? Because they turned it over 5 times. They lost by one touchdown. That was a couple weeks into their, whole new team. Drake May, 1 year in a new offense. Like I feel like that's a win in the bag. But what I'm hearing is you think the Steelers are going to beat the Patriots. So you think that's going to be one of the losses in the first 4 weeks.
yeah, I mean, I think they go
Wow.
2-2. They lose the first two, win the second two. I mean, the first two, it's about as brutal as it gets. You got the reigning Super Bowl champions who beat our ass in the Super Bowl, and arguably the greatest quarterback ever.
All right. So to the surprise of none, Patriots are going to go 3-1. But something that will surprise you, the Patriots are going to win week one, guys. You know
Yeah.
why?
Okay.
All
Sam
right.
Darnold. Do you guys know who Sam Darnold is? Because I'll tell you,
Yes.
he is not the quarterback that you saw last year. Sam
I actually
Darnold,
think he is.
I do not think he is. I think he caught lightning in a bottle. Props to him. I'm happy that he won the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, it was against us, but it's fine. I have no issue against Sam Darnold. Jet Sam Darnold, I hate. I think Sam Darnold comes back down to earth. Kenneth Walker, no longer on the Seahawks. They lost 4 starters on defense. And Drake May now has 1 more year on offense. Christian Gonzalez can kind of handle JSN after that. I'm not worried about the Seahawks. In fact, I might even put money on the Patriots beating the Seahawks week 1. I think the Patriots lose to the Bills week 4 though. So I think they go 3-1. I think they win the first 3 games of the season, then they do lose to the Bills. But again, that is just me playing it out. I do think at worst, though, I'm with you guys. I think they go 2-2. So if you go 2-2, how is it this gauntlet of a schedule? Like Jaguars fans have been all over Twitter, like acting like they're these world beaters. Like I have nothing against Trevor Lawrence, but he's Trevor Lawrence. Like I know they have BTJ. I know they have Jacoby Myers now, even though I thought he was on the Raiders, but I remember that he's on here.
Yes.
I don't see the Jaguars offense beating the Patriots defense because I think we can all agree the Patriots are going to have a very good defense, right? Like they
Yeah,
should.
they should. They
You know,
should.
like especially this early in the year, you'd assume no injuries and whatnot. Hopefully, knock on wood. Um, yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Liam, I know you like Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers, but realistically, the Patriots should handle the Steelers home opener. I don't know who's going to be in the lighthouse, but hopefully it's someone good. It's not going to be Cardi B. Hopefully it's someone good up in there. And I do think that they handle business there. And I think they do lose on the road to the Bills. But I feel like in Al, you're more online than Liam is, but Liam, you kind of get the real world stuff. I feel like the fandom is kind of down on the Patriots going into this year. Does it feel like that to you guys? Like it
It
doesn't feel
does,
like
yeah.
fans of a team that just made it to the Super. I know it was a bad Super Bowl just on the surface, but then also for the Patriots. But this is a very good team. Why do you guys think that that's kind of the outlook on the team right now? Because I can't figure it out. Is it just the stink of the Super Bowl, or is there something else? Like, why do you think the fandom or whatever is so down on this team? And I don't care whoever wants to, it can be Al or Liam.
Liam, I usually go first, so I'll let you take the reins on this one.
I do think a huge part of it is the stink of the Super Bowl. It's almost like the Patriots got there, they were so ahead of schedule. It was almost like um the Spurs in game one of the Thunder. The Spurs were able to steal one at home under the Thunder's nose in double overtime in game one. Like you expect both teams to win at home for the first 4 games, and that's just when you're playing great teams like that, that's just kind of how it goes. And the Patriots just kept stealing games and kept stealing games, and all of a sudden they're in the Super Bowl. And it's like, holy shit, we're here. Like we're so ahead of schedule. let's go get this. And then it was not a dick kicking on the scoreboard, but it was truly a pretty demoralizing lame
Mhm.
duck Super Bowl in the grand scheme of things, where the defense was able to hold them to 4 field goals in the first half and one total touchdown through the entire game. But it just it never seemed like it was in the Patriots' control. And I think that stink kind of goes over into the season, where now we're thinking, even though we were ahead of schedule going to the Super Bowl there, it still feels like we're on this timeline of like, well, we're still probably not content. Like, it just feels so early on that I feel like we shouldn't be contenders. And last year it just felt like a magic carpet ride where you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe we're on this thing. Oh my God, we're here. And then it's fucking over, like your carpet crashes into a tree and kills everyone. Um and like that's
It was
and
magical.
everyone's
That's what
just
I kept
reeling with
saying.
it. It
Yeah,
was.
it
Yeah.
was.
And then the magic washed up super quick. And now everyone's like, oh, I don't know if we can do that again, because realistically, it's unbelievably hard to get to another Super Bowl. Like the Patriots did it multiple
Mhm.
times over and over and over again. But better teams than we were last year have gone to a Super Bowl and never made it back. Ever.
Yep. Yep. And a lot of these AFC teams, like say what you want about the Bengals and Joe Burrow, but like
Yeah.
they're a team, like there are still the
Yeah.
Chiefs. They could have some, like we're talking about Magic, they could have something. The Ravens still have Lamar Jackson. He could
Yeah.
steal a game
How
for
often are
you.
we going to get as lucky as we did last season? When is that luck going to turn
Exactly.
against us? When is Joe Burrow going to finally put together a healthy season, when Lamar, Drake May, and all these other quarterbacks go down? You're
Yep.
like, oh, fuck.
Yep. I mean, the Texans, if CJ Stroud can figure it out, they have the top defense
Yeah.
in the world. Like
Yeah.
there are some teams that could kind of go through, but yeah, Al, why do you think that it seems like the vibes around Patriots Nation, Foxborough are so low right now going into the year?
I think it's a couple different things. I think it's the Vrabel situation. I think people are like,
That's a big
oh,
one.
okay, like, this is a distraction because, of course, you get Mike Vrabel comes in year one, takes the Patriots to the Super Bowl, and then it's like, oh, major scandal coming in, right back to the old Patriots. So people are a little down about that. And then you have the schedules obviously much tougher this year than it was last year. Like, let's call it like it is. Last year, for the most part, was a cupcake schedule. It was all the bad teams in the NFL just conveniently on the same schedule for the Patriots. And this year, it's going to be tougher. Now, the three of us look at it and we're not like, oh, they're going to go 14-3 again. We're like, 12-5, 11-6, which is a good year.
Mhm.
But I think too, it's also, and I hate to bring it back up, but this is true. I think part of it too is, do they get AJ Brown to finish off the offseason? And then it's like, okay, now we got a stud receiver in the offense to go with our young quarterback that just got MVP runner up. So I think those are the couple of factors that people are like, you know what? I'm gonna hold back for a second before I go full in and be like, oh yeah, Patriots are back. They're gonna be dominating every year. Like, no, take that step back and let things play out. And then, like we said, if AJ Brown comes here, if the Vrabel situation dies down, if they can take care of business in September, then you're back to being excited, just like you were last year when you start off the season 2-2 and then you rattled off the season that you did. Just give it a little more time.
I got one, and I think it's one specific player. And I think this might be like the lightning rod because whenever he's brought up on 98.5 or 93.7 or whatever or NBCSN, like there's so much negativity and he plays such an important position that I think, and I hate to put it on him because I think that he's going to have a very good year, great second year. But I think Will Campbell is a huge reason why a lot of people are down on this team because their brains have been poisoned to think he sucks at left tackle, which he does not. If you go back to last season before he got hurt, he was playing well. Of course, he wasn't playing at a Pro Bowl level. That's fine. People bring up the Myles Garrett game. Sure, if you want to hold that against him. Sorry, he didn't play well against the greatest defensive player we've seen in recent history. Like, I know it's not a huge excuse, but that's not a reason I'm going to say he sucks. But I think that's a big reason because a lot of people go, yeah, like even if the Patriots get AJ Brown, even if there is Drake May there, He's got no one protecting him on his left side, dude. Like, what are they gonna do about? What are they gonna do over there? You're gonna put Caleb Lomu over there? Then what? You're gonna bump him to left guard and put the like? I think Will Campbell is such a lightning rod on this team that like people, and obviously the Super Bowl he didn't play well. Nobody did really that game, except for like Christian Gonzalez. He was the only
Right.
one who really played
Literally the
well.
only one.
I was watching highlights. He had a great game. I always forget how good of a game he had there.
Incredible.
And I
Wish
think
he
he'll
got that pick.
I think he'll repeat it week one. Yeah, that'd be great. Probably still would have lost, but yeah, I
Yeah,
just think
but it
I
would have
think
been cool.
all the things you guys said, but then I also think that Will Campbell, to no fault of his own, because he tried to come back, he tried to play or whatever. I just think that people have such like a weird, the left side of the line isn't going to be good, and like that kind of spirals into, oh my God, the team's going to go 8-9 or something like that, you know? But and I did want to ask you guys too, because we haven't really talked about it. Do you guys think Will Campbell has a bounce back year? It doesn't have to be an in-depth thing, but do you guys think he has a good season?
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay. Liam?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think he's going to be super solid. Dude's probably working out right now. Like he's probably furious. Like no one's more self-aware than the player who's younger than us, grew up online, probably read all the shit that was talked about him. I bet that blows. He's probably going to be a monster.
Yeah, I really think he will have a good year too. Again, obviously health is a big thing, but anyone who was talking about him said like, he got lower body injury. You can't anchor as much, and that sucks when you have like bull rushers going against you or whatever. So we'll see. Big year for him, big year for the Patriots, big 4 weeks for the Patriots. So I feel like we'll all be happy if they go 2-2, like we said. God forbid they pull out a sneaky win here or there and they go 3-1. I think you're setting yourself up really, really well. But I think 2-2 should be the expectation in those first 4 weeks. Don't let anyone try to convince you that it is this gauntlet. I know they're traveling, they're going to Seattle, then back home, then down to Florida. No, it's going to be hot. And it's like, yeah, it's going to be hot. This Patriots team is built to just run the ball down your throat. So,
Yes.
like, I think it's going to be fine. Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Football can't get here soon enough. Last thing that I had on the docket, I don't know if you guys have anything after. I thought it was just kind of an interesting little thing because I heard someone kind of throw it out there on social media and it wasn't even like a big topic, but I wanted to throw it to you guys. Of the Patriots 2026 draft class, I wanted to ask you guys who you think has the best odds, or just who you think has the potential to be a Pro Bowler out of all those people here. So I'll just list them off real quick. They got Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle, Gabe Akis, edge rusher, Eli Raridan, tight end, Karan Prunty, corner, Demetrius Crownover, offensive tackle, Namdi Obi-Zor, shout out to Al, nailed that pick, linebacker, Baron Morton, quarterback. I'm just going to say, I don't think it's going to be him, guys. Jam Miller, running back, in Quintavious Hutchins, edge out of Boston College.
Guy's got
Out of
an edge to him.
yeah, he by the way, if you haven't paid attention, he got arrested, some domestic stuff, but yet he was at voluntary training camp. So I don't know. It's one of those things where they get arrested, they push the date, whatever happens. We'll kind of keep you guys updated if anything happens on that. But um out of those guys, who do you think has the best odds to make the Pro Bowl this year as a rookie in 2026?
I'll keep mine short, quick, and to the point. Gabe Yakis, I think being a part of that defense and being kind of a monster off the edge, I think is going to be huge. And I think he's going to be impactful right away, especially in that defense where a lot of the offensive lines are going to have to focus on guys like Christian Barmore and Milton Williams and even Harold Landry if he's healthy. So I think Yakis has a really good chance of, again, making an impact early and getting to the point where he's being considered for the Pro Bowl.
Short and sweet. Liam, did you have a different answer or did you have one?
Does anyone have a different answer?
So that's why I wanted to see. Do you guys want to go to the last two draft classes, or do you want to just keep it here, or do you want to keep it just newcomers to the Patriots?
Yeah, let's keep it here.
Okay.
But does everyone agree it's Gabe Yakas?
Yeah.
And why?
Yeah, you tell me. You tell us, Liam. Why do you think it's Gabe Akis?
So I think it's him because he just seems like a freak. Like he seems like a monster. The tape really does jump off the screen once you watch highlights, and I hope it's not the hindsight of the fact that they already took him and now we're locked into this guy. And I'm like, wow, this guy's really good. Because I'm gonna love with you. I didn't really watch his tape beforehand. He wasn't on my radar at all. And then they drafted him, and I was like, where was this guy? How did I miss him? Especially being a second round pick. I was like, there's no way I didn't see his name. It just didn't stick out to me. And I tried to expunge my other options elsewhere. Like, I think Lomu has a decent chance, but there's also a chance that he doesn't start or plays half the season or whatever.
Exactly. Hmm.
Like Raritan, I'm like trying to talk myself into it. Like if Hunter Henry goes down, he gets starters minutes, maybe, but my buddy who's a Notre Dame's fan, whose opinion I hold very near and dear to my heart, only says he's okay, and I bet he'd be a more than serviceable backup. But I don't see him becoming a Gronkowski or even like a David Njoku. Like I don't see him being like really that good. Prunty's tape didn't really impress me at all, and then we're just getting later and later down the list here. Like short of OBIs or like having a monumental season, I don't see that either. I think we have plenty of other linebackers that would make more of an impact. I just couldn't talk myself into anyone else. Everyone else is a backup.
So OBI Zor was interesting to me because I believe he was the one, if you guys remember, before the draft or right after, and maybe it was Al when you kind of predicted it on that episode. He was kind of the special teams wizard. Do you think he could get there, maybe just special teams wise? Like, do you think maybe he
I
plays
didn't
super
explore
well
that.
there? Like, I don't know how they do that. I feel like he would have to make flashier plays though in order to do it. And like, I don't think he's going to be like a gunner or anything, you know? So I don't know. I think Gabe Akis is the guy though, because I honestly think Harold Landry is going to need some time to kind of, I don't think he can play 100% of the snaps, obviously, but I think when Gabe Akis comes in, I think he's going to perform. I still think he's going to get double-digit sacks, and I think that's going to be enough to get him at least Pro Bowl votes. Maybe he comes in as an alternate, kind of like Drake May did his first year. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be Gabe Akis too. Like you said, Liam, it's one of those things where like I feel like I hope this isn't like a Keon White situation where we are all
Mm,
like so like he looks
completely
the
bought it.
part. Yeah. And like I know that he is different than Keon White. He's not necessarily as like quick or athletic, so to speak. But this guy is a monster. I really hope that he pans out, and I hope it's not a Keon White incident. I hope it's more like a Chandler Jones thing, minus the drugs in the police station. Like, I
Well,
hope that this is more of like, yeah, but if that helps, that's fine too. Like, come on,
yeah,
we're in 2026. It's fine.
yeah.
Whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But yeah, I feel like that's it. I don't kind of looking at the list in the future, I guess. This is a really freestyle question to you guys. In the next few years, who on this list do you think could make the Pro Bowl? My guess, real quick, or not guess, my prediction, Eli Raritan, because I think Hunter Henry will be gone maybe next year or the year after. And I think maybe Raritan makes, he has double-digit touchdowns. Maybe he has like a good yardage, whatever that could be that year.
Puts
So yeah, I'm
together
gonna
like a
go.
Cameron Jordan year.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah, nothing crazy, but just something. So yeah, he would be my pick because I hope he kind of develops into this guy. But yeah, out of these guys, the next few years, whatever we'll call it, next 4 or 5 years, could you see anybody really being a shoe in for not one but multiple Pro Bowls? And it can't be Gabe Backus because I think we all are assuming he's going to be a Pro Bowler multiple times.
Chalk pick, Caleb Lomu. I think he's just going to be a solidified
Love it.
stud on either the left or the right side, wherever he ends up playing long term in his career.
Yep.
But he's going to be just good for years to come.
It's going to be the right side, Al, because Will Campbell is going to lock down the left side.
Left side, strong side.
Yes. Yeah. Love that movie.
I Uh, the easiest positions to make the Pro Bowl in are tight end and offensive line because the talent pool isn't stellar for either one of those.
Mm-mm.
Anyone can make it on any season. And the Pro Bowl as a whole, the standards are extremely low nowadays. But
They are. They
so really,
really are.
yeah, there is potential for any of these people when you put it like that. But yeah, like Lomu definitely could. If we're excluding Yakas, Lomu definitely could, and like Raritan down the line, like he's got the dimensions, he's got the look, he's got the speed. He's more of like a jacked wide receiver. He doesn't even really look like a tight end. Like he's not bulky, like he's slim cut and tall and mean looking. So he in theory he could in a perfect situation. It would for Raritan, like it would be a one-off Pro Bowl. It's not like multiple Pro Bowls. It's when Gary Barnage made the Pro Bowl and everyone's like, what the
Yep.
fuck happened? But it was a
Yep.
dynamic season. He was incredible for that year and he deserved that Pro Bowl. And I would say it would be something like that.
It's when the running back for the Browns, Peyton Hillis, when he like
Yes.
went off. He
The
was on the
Madden
Madden
cover.
cover and everything. Yeah, and then it was kind of like nothing. Yeah, something like that
Yeah.
maybe.
I love Peyton Hillis. He almost died recently.
Oh,
Ah, damn.
jeez.
Too bad.
Yeah. He
Um,
almost drowned to death.
Even worse. Ew.
Yeah.
Um,
But he lived.
well, yeah, hopefully that's great. So no RIP, Peyton
You
Hillis.
know
Good for him.
why? Because you can't kill a fullback. Make
Yeah, right.
fullbacks
That's
great again.
why.
That's
Let me
exactly
ask you
it.
guys, kind of how we just went over it there. Do you think should we be worried as Patriots fans that we really can't peg any of these guys as like some stellar star Pro Bowl guys, or like are we just happy that they just built the team with this draft?
No, we shouldn't be worried at all because going through this, we don't have studs. We're not drafting a number one wide receiver here. We're not even particularly drafting starters. But the point is, we're getting depth. We went to the Super Bowl. Was it a magic carpet ride? Was a good bit of it luck? Was a good bit of it great opportunity? Yes, and yes. But that shows me that we have a good team with incredible starters. We need depth. We need offensive line depth, which I'm seeing right here we filled. We need a backup tight end because we cannot have Julian Hill as our backup tight end. I don't know him. I'm sure he's more than serviceable. Probably was great in high school and pretty okay in college. We cannot have him as our second tight end. Just won't do. We need edge rushers because you can never have enough edge. So these are all depth pieces, and that's totally fine with me.
Yeah. Al, do you think we should be worried, or are you kind of along the lines of Liam?
I'm basically on the side of Liam. I mean, you have a good team, you have a good coaching staff, you have a second year in this, we're gonna put it in air quotes, a soft rebuild.
Yep.
They're only gonna get better. So no,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Now, if they went 0-4 in the month of September, then you can start worrying.
Sound the
Yeah.
alarms. Yeah.
But
And you can't keep drafting studs. That's just not how that works. You
Nope.
can't draft like theoretically, yes, you can draft a starting running back and then a starting running back the next year and keep drafting all these unbelievable. Not every person you draft can be a starter. That's just not how it works. The Chiefs drafted or traded for Priest Holmes, and it worked out unbelievably. And he went on this generational run, broke the record for the most touchdowns. They had drafted a backup running back out of Penn State. And every time Priest Holmes would come off the field, this dude would come on and rip the fucking league up. And he hardly ever played. And everyone was like, man, this guy's good. If Priest Holmes ever relinquishes his title, this guy's going to be phenomenal. And for like 3 years, this guy never saw the field. And then he got lucky. Priest Holmes broke his neck, and in comes Larry Johnson. And he
Ooh.
was awesome. He was so good. But you he didn't play forever. And then he ended up having like a 3 year prime and went to the Redskins and wasn't very good. Like you cannot draft all these studs and play them all. It's physically impossible. If you have T.O., Jerry Rice, and Randy Moss all in the same offense, somebody's going to get screwed. You're going to have to get rid of one of them
Yep.
or two of them. You can't have all these monsters on the field.
No, and that's exactly what the Eagles are doing this offseason, man. That's why they're going to send AJ Brown away.
That's not
Um,
what they're
so
doing.
and kind of Liam, you kind of hit the nail on the head where like, like these guys, they're getting depth. Like all the positions the Patriots drafted at are somewhat handled. I know edge, like I know you want better players there, but there are already starters at edge. There's starters on the offensive line. There's starters at tight end. There's starters at corner. There's starters at linebacker. So it's not even like you were never going to draft someone to leapfrog Robert Spillane. You were never going to draft someone to leapfrog Hunter Henry, to leapfrog anybody on the offensive line, to be honest, because they
Yeah.
signed Elijah Vera Tucker. They got Michael Wenu. They're moving Jared Wilson to center, Morgan Moses on the last year, and then Will Campbell. Like they were never going to sign someone to leapfrog Carlton Davis, Marcus Jones, or Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So like you said, the Patriots did what they had to do here. They filled depth pieces. I'm not worried that none of these guys are like, oh, hell yeah, they're going to be Pro Bowlers. Because, like you said, they didn't draft like a star wide receiver. They didn't draft, what's his name, Sadiq at tight end to be like, oh, yeah, this star guy. Like, he could be a Pro Bowler. But, like, the Patriots weren't in the position to do that. So, no, I'm not worried. I think this draft class will be good. If you can hit on a few of them, I think that's a good draft class. If you can hit on
Yeah.
3 or 4 picks with the amount of picks the Patriots had, I think you're good there. But we'll
While
see.
we are talking rookies, though, let's just give our quick, super early, league-wide thoughts. Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. Just spitballing. Who do we got?
Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Somebody else go.
My offense, I'm going simple.
Is it
I'm
Fernando
going,
Mendoza?
no, I don't think so at all. In fact, I'm going to go Denzel Boston from Cleveland. I think he puts
Yeah.
up massive numbers. I don't think Cleveland is good, but I think he puts up massive numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. This is tough.
There's a pick on offense that I think is so obvious.
I think Cardinal Tate. I think Cardinal Tate's going to be
Ooh,
really,
that's a
really
You
good
think
one.
good.
he's going to be good? I hope
I
so.
do.
I
I
mean, with
think
Cam Ward, anything's possible, dude.
right.
Cam Ward could give you 1,000 yards.
There you go. But yeah, I'll go Cardinal Tate. I think Tennessee's starting to kind of build something a little bit, and I think Cam Ward year two with a good receiver in Tate that dominated at Ohio State last year.
Yeah. Brian Daboll, great offense coordinator,
They
not a
could
good
sneak into the
coach.
playoffs. They could sneak in
Yeah.
one of those like final seeds, I think.
Yeah.
Liam, who do you
With
got?
a
You said there's an
quarterback like
obvious
Cam
one.
Ward, anything's possible. I
Is
think
that your pick?
for offense and defense, it seems remarkably obvious to me. For offense, Jeremiah Love. Like he's gonna get a
Okay.
ton
Yep.
of carries with the Cardinals.
Mhm.
Running backs are exciting. Running backs are dynamic. Like if it's not gonna be a quarterback like Fernando Mendoza, I think it's gonna be Jeremiah Love. I think
He's
the
gonna be
dude's
their
just a freak.
offense. So
Yeah.
like he's yeah.
And let's not say he's going to be the entire offense because if they do make the wise decision to start Carson Beck, that will yield great results for an offense. That is a win now move that they would be making very early on in the season. It's the Cardinals. I don't know if they do that, but he would certainly elevate Jeremiah Love to a Rookie of the Year standard.
On defense, who do you got? Because you said there's one. Did you have one for defense, or were you just saying
Yes.
Jeremiah
Yeah,
Love is the guy?
the
Okay.
defense is the most obvious one to me, and I don't think it's close. And this guy is going to be the meanest, scariest player. Already is truly intimidating without strapping on the pads.
Who?
It is Ruben Bain Jr. He is
Oh,
going
yep.
to rip the league up. And this is not my Miami bias. This is me actually being very unbiased, taking the Miami aspect out of it. He is the meanest muggin looking motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. This guy is just all
Yep.
about bringing the pain. And I'm reading a ton of Cormac McCarthy right now, and there's this quote I wrote down that reminded me of Ruben Bain here. Um, and the quote is, there's two things that make a person change, God and pain. Not everyone believes in God, but everyone believes in pain. And I believe in Ruben Bain.
That's a Ruben Bain quote right there. I
It
could
is.
like that. I could say, was he the one who walked by the hat thing and
Yeah,
just took the hat and put
he
it on?
wants He wants
Okay.
nothing to do with the showmanship. He doesn't care about the pageantry. He's
Yep.
in it to get to work. There were clips of him like the voluntary rookie OTAs when like it's half speed. People are just like grabbing the bag and whatever. He's picking the bag up and throwing it 15 yards. He's
Damn.
furious, very, very angry man. I'm not sure. I do not know his childhood story. I'm sure it's something traumatic, like, his dad was shot on the side of the highway and his mom had to work 28 jobs just to support him and his 400 brothers and sisters. I'm sure it was some hard upbringing that just made him the scariest, angriest person I've ever seen. And I love him dearly. I already have a jersey, it's in the mail.
It'll be an easy transition too from Miami to Tampa. So it's
Yeah.
not like he's going to
Yep.
be like, learning a new or not learning, but like getting used to like a new climate. He's not going to New England where he's got to deal with
Right.
Yeah.
snow.
Dude, he
So
drives 2 hours north. He's good.
no, I could definitely see that. I completely forgot about him. I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year. Like
Yeah.
if we're being honest,
He's
I think he's gonna have a
horrifying.
great year. A great.
He's going to
Thank
hurt
God the
people.
Patriots don't play the Bucks.
I
Dude,
know.
right?
Thank God.
Yeah.
I know.
It's
Instead,
going
we
to
got
be
to
an
play the
ugly
Jags.
display. Yeah. And like he's going against like these bitch ass teams. Like the Panthers, the Saints, and the Falcons are in so much trouble.
He's gonna kill Bryce Young. He's gonna
Yeah, it's
kill
gonna
Bryce
be
Young.
so bad, dude.
Oh,
Fucking tiny little Bryce Young.
yeah, poor that. Although I have faith the Panthers make the playoffs, but I think just that game is not going to be good.
Yeah. Do you
Those are
see
not going to be good games.
people edited on Instagram Ruben Bain with the Bane mask on?
Oh, that
That
sounds
that
about
makes
right.
sense.
It's
He should
terrifying.
for Tampa's playoff game this year. He should show up in a Bane
He
mask.
should do that. I don't think he will because he clearly
He doesn't
wants no
care.
part of the limelight, doesn't care. But like it was pretty scary when Terrell Suggs did it. I was like, that is horrifying. And
Well,
if
Terrell
Ruben
Suggs is
Bain can
a
do that,
scary person.
yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like a very well-adjusted
Terrell
human
Suggs, and
being.
again, like one day I'll have to get the whole list, but he for some reason has me blocked on Twitter. Don't know
I
why.
can't imagine why. For some reason, I just
I
yeah.
probably brought up what he did to his girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Or most
But
recently when he pulled a gun on somebody in a Starbucks drive-through.
oh, that's nothing. That's just another. That's like a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
that's
That's
light
nothing.
work. It
It's
is
like, all right, here
Arizona.
we
What do you
go.
expect?
Um, all right, but yeah, did you guys got Ruben Baines only? God, he was born in 2004. I hate that.
That's
Um,
so depressing.
do you guys have anything else you want to touch on, get to, or whatever before we leave and go enjoy our Memorial Day weekend, and we can let Liam go drink and watch
I was
the
gonna say I
stars.
didn't get my defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't even think I had one until you said Ruben Bain, but yeah, that's it.
I
Who's
was
your
gonna say
defensive guy?
Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs.
You suck.
Honestly, though,
But you don't actually believe that.
I had Ruben Bain. Another,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Caleb Downs is a good pick, though, Al. If you're not joking about it, to
It's
piss
not a
off
bad
Liam,
pick,
that's a
but
good pick.
It's not a good pick.
honestly, no. Someone to look out for though. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle of Florida that went to
Okay.
Minnesota.
Yep.
He's another guy to look out for.
Uh,
Sneaky underrated.
dude, I don't know what it is about Minnesota. Their defensive line's always sick. They draft all these dudes. I have no idea who the fuck they are, and they're always awesome. Like,
Brian Flores, baby.
yeah, I guess so. Like Everson Griffin, I was like, who the hell is this dude?
Mm,
He's a
yep.
monster. Danielle Hunter. I'm like, who the fuck is Danielle Hunter?
Mhm.
Stud. Even way back in the day, in the Culpepper days, they drafted Kevin Williams, defensive tackle. They ran out of time on the clock in the draft. They used all 15 minutes. The next team chose, and then they chose Kevin Williams, and he was a monster. I was like, how do they keep doing this?
Dude,
Um,
that's nuts.
Real quick. This is just real quick. This isn't like breaking news or anything, but just something that just recently came out from Ian Rappaport about 23 minutes ago from the Insiders at NFL Network. The window for a potential AJ Brown
I just
trade
saw that.
by the
I
Eagles
just
to the
saw that.
Patriots, or in parentheses, or anyone else is about to open. So just throwing it out there.
I just saw that. I was gonna say it, but I was like, I don't want to piss off Liam. And I knew right when you said it's not breaking news, but I was like, this motherfucker is about to read the same tweet. I
Yep.
know the tweet that he's about to read. I'm telling you, dude, it will be such a glorious day when we come on here 2 weeks from now and we say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the title of the episode is going to be easy. AJ Brown is a New England Patriot. It's going to be simple. Liam, and you are going to be the first one to speak on that episode because I want to hear your words about that.
This
I want
episode
to hear
isn't
it.
going to exist. So.
But and if it doesn't, then Al and I are going to have to eat a lot of crow on that because we
Oh yeah.
are.
That's for
I
sure.
don't know about you, but I am banking on AJ Brown being a part of this team.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, and if he's not, this is going to be my grade for their offseason is going to go down. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, all right, you guys got anything else before we get out of here?
Nada.
Nah, enjoy Memorial Day
Nothing.
weekend. Stay safe. Make good choices.
Yes, I
Don't
got
do that.
make okay choices. Not all the choices have to be good.
Yeah.
Make safe choices. There we go.
There you go.
Make safe choices. There it is.
That was already good.
Liam, except for you, Al, you make safe choices. So for Al, Liam, I'm Mike. This was Talk Cool Takes episode 231. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Enjoy it. Like Al said, stay safe, make decent choices, and yeah, we will see you next week. Yeah. Other than that, sweet feet.
Sweet feet.
Sweet feet.